What do you want? You, as an agent.
It was really amazing for me because obviously I read the books when I was a kid, and Anthony is a worldwide, like he's a writer who's had success all around the world with loads of book series. So it was really amazing to be able to bring this character to life that he'd created. But I also felt that he gave us a lot of freedom, and he didn't put so much pressure on us to, or on me to sort of do what, create the exact interpretation from the books. He gave us a lot of freedom to go out and create the TV series, which was separate, and we had some great creativity and vision from Andreas Prochaska and all the people, all the crew, and the team behind the show. So yeah, it was a great experience.
The world we inhabit is murky.
He took myself and Brennock out for lunch, and he said to us, he said, I was in the audition room, which we knew, and I was so blown away by both of you, and I'm so happy that you're playing these roles, and I just want you to go out and do exactly as yeah. He basically gave us a lot of freedom and said, I really trust in you guys to bring the best out in these characters and to make a great show. So it was lovely in that way. So there wasn't too much guidance from him.
It felt more an invitation to have your own ideas rather than being sat down and told exactly what to do. It was very much trust in our hands.
Hello, Alex. Your uncle worked for the British government. He was a spy, and I think you are too.
I think initially it was less pressure because there wasn't like, I think when you read a character, you really want to try and do them justice, and you know, there's lots of people who have imagined that character. So initially I went into it with a lot of freedom, and like it felt, Guy who adapted the series, it was much more like conversations with him to sort of piece it together. But I think just before the show came out in the UK, and just before I guess it's going to come out now, then it's a bit scarier because then you're like, oh, this is this new character that fans don't know about and may not like. So then that's a bit scary to be like, are they going to be mad that this new person has like wandered into their world? But no, I think hopefully people will like her addition. Guy Burt said he kind of like was imagining her as like a young Lisbeth Salander from The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. That's kind of like a version of, not as maybe as hardcore as her, but like a kind of a young teenager who's very smart and very misunderstood. But personally, I just thought my big sister, I was like, she's really, really smart and very similar. So I just would think about things that she does.
Everyone, this is Alex.
Alex is bright and determined. He questions everything, but he can be impulsive and irresponsible. I know Krav Maga. I know shooting people in the head.
It was such an intense feeling where my heart dropped into my feet, and I just had to run around this courtyard for like 15 minutes because I just had so much adrenaline going through my body, knowing that I was playing a character that I had read when I was growing up. And you know, the books series speaks for itself. It sold 20 million copies worldwide, and so there was a lot of pressure, but also it was really exciting.
Well, the audition process was just pretty standard from the beginning. And I was originally auditioning to play Alex. And I remember getting the sides through and going, this is crazy. They're turning Alex Rider into a TV series. I wonder what that's going to look like. There's no way in hell that I'm ever going to be an Alex Rider. So I read the scenes and went, this looks great. And I'd love to be like seen for it. But is there any chance I can be seen for Tom? And I went in for Alex and did another tape as Alex and went in for Alex again. And then the day before the chemistry reads, to go in and see whether they thought you were right with other cast members, they changed me to a Tom. And that was the beginning of the Tom journey. And then I met Otto and Ronke at the chemistry reads, waited a couple of days, got the call, and just sort of lost my mind and saw the next couple of years of my life, or just watching it go and making this show, really.
I had a similar beginning. I did a self-tape for Kyra, and then I think it was one tape, and then it was actually quite quick for me. Then I was like, the next week, I think I came in and met Andreas, and like I hadn't been given a full episode yet. I think I'd only been given a few sides, but meeting Andreas, I was like, oh, this guy's so cool. He was like, usually for TV, they're very much like sit and act within this square. And then he was like, nah, get up, do what you want, like whatever feels right, go on the floor. So like already I was like, this is a really cool person making this. And then I got recalled, I think the week after, to meet Otto. And Otto was more nervous than me. Otto had already been given the part, and I was auditioning, and like we had to go sit outside and look at our lines. And Otto was like worrying. He was like, yeah, don't know if like you're gonna fire me, like. I was like, I feel really like bad for you. Like, I hope you're okay, but also like this is my audition. So, support me.
It's true. It's true. I was just thinking about that as well.
At the end of this, he will be transformed.